mate's a bit of a Stone Age kind of guy. He's not into technology and all this kind of stuff, so slowly we're gonna get him up to scratch, you know what I mean? Just likes to walk around holding shafts and stuff in his hand. Hey buddy!
Is that recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Is it?
Pretend it doesn't exist.
Fuck me, right?
So we're back here for vlog 2 of the MAKDDY YouTube channel, and we're gonna start off at Matuk's Racing, where I've blown a lot of money and spent a lot of money, and hopefully we're gonna get some records back for that.
Just keep spending money.
Yeah, we could just do that for the fun of it. See, behind us we have Am's personal car that has been in the build for probably 5 years or so now.
I bought it 8 years ago.
8 years ago, yeah.
And decided to strip it, and then it sat in the corner for maybe 4 or 5 years. And every time I put a motor together for it, someone walks in and we need a motor, and we saw the motor.
Who?
I wonder who. Yeah, one of many. So now we're at this stage, your motor's in, so it can't be sold anymore.
This thing was planned to be big from back in the day. I think we built one together, very similar. And that's when like billet blocks had just come out.
And all the stuff.
All carbon shit, and this thing's ready to go. So what do we got in it?
It's got a billet block by Bullet, of course. It's got Kelly's crank, pistons and rods from BME. One of our race heads on it. Got a 94mm turbo, precision turbo. But we'll go roll racing first, and then we've decided that we're gonna put roll racing on hold for a bit. We're gonna go drag racing just to go and party a little bit with the big boys, and then after I'm done with what I have to do, then we'll go back to roll racing.
Oh, we'll see. Romanos is going to be relieved because he said, well, either way that he was going to smack you. So
Romanos has run roll racing in February 23.
I think he said he's running like a 76mm. Cast block.
I love Romanos.
HM, he's coming for you. So what are we doing first? Are we going
drag racing?
We're going drag racing.
I'm going to go around sixes in it.
All right. So we're going for
chase down the record.
The 34 record.
Yeah, until your car's finished.
Yeah.
So I'll just be like the little guy in between.
And then we're going roll racing.
Then we're going to racing.
So this thing's got all the bells and whistles. It's jam-packed with everything.
Everything you can think of.
Yeah, for once Sam's actually spent some money on his own car.
Unfortunately. So. It's got hard-tech, every switch you can think of.
It's got the new PRP 4-drive sump on it.
It's got the 4-drive sump on it from PRP.
Yep.
We love you, Herman.
Yeah, I love you, Herman.
See a hot tune inlet manifold.
And
the plasma man cooler's coming off.
What?
We're putting hot tune on it.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
What else? Oh, it's got an Al's Race Glide gearbox in it, turbo 400.
Nice.
It's got Herman's 8.8 diff in it, billet diff. I'll lift it up and you can have a look underneath it.
Yep.
And yeah, it's got everything ready to go.
So how long we got left on this?
Maybe 4 weeks. 4 or 5 weeks.
We'll see that that next track hire 1st of November?
No. Well, the one
27th,
yeah.
28th, I think
28th,
it is.
hopefully. So we'll see how that turns
Okay,
out.
no, that's exciting.
We just need time, man. We just need time.
Have you got wheels for it?
Yeah, of course. I got sponsored by wheels from Mack Civil. Thanks, Mack. Gave me a set of wheels.
Yeah.
I love him. So, yeah, that's about it. Any other questions?
No, let's lift it up.
Obviously, the brakes haven't been changed yet. The brakes or calipers, which are going to be changed. But every nut and bolt on this car is going to be brand new.
The discs look good, man. Leave them.
They're about 24 years old.
You know what I like about this thing the most as well? Is the way that we've run the lines and everything.
Everything.
It's so neat. Oh man, it's crazy, eh?
From the lines, I go front to back of the car.
Yeah. Look at this. Look how neat all this shit is, man.
This is only a dummy box. We're taking it back out. The diff, every nut, every bolt. Thanks, Herman.
Arsène's all good.
Arsène's in.
All custom shit. What's happening with the shafts? What shafts are you gonna run on this? Have you figured out the...
He's making bigger shafts now.
35
Herman is 35, but I don't think we need him just yet. But I think he's going to try an SF's car, bipolar. But yeah, we've haven't left the thing. We haven't.
And what muffler's that?
There's actually a Tommy. Look at it. It's actually a Tommy.
Oh, I don't know.
But unfortunately, I have to pay for that too.
Is that staying on or?
I have to. Man.
Yeah, alright.
But it's got like 3 flaps.
True Street, huh?
True Street. Where is it? There's lots of somewhere. Look, True Street.
There it is. Cat's in and everything, huh?
How are we going to drive to fucking Brighton and shit, man? Couple of flaps.
Yeah, look at that. What size is that, bro?
5-inch.
Nice. It's crazy, man.
Everything's titanium. The duct, the air duct.
So this is like pretty much the build of the builds that you wanted to do. Like this is your dream.
This is everything I've learned over the last 20 years or 25 years into one car.
Yeah. Just ordering food in between a shoot. Attention spans about 2 minutes, if you're lucky. What are you doing?
Working.
What are you working on?
Parts.
Huh?
Playing Pac-Man.
You're playing Pac-Man? Doesn't look like Pac-Man from here.
Yeah.
What are you making?
Rockers.
Yeah?
Single cam rockers, yeah.
And what are these over here?
Drive shaft, little drive shafts.
Yeah? So what's the difference between these ones that you're making and ones that are available?
Strength, stronger.
Yeah?
Factory replacements, change factory shafts, slide straight in.
Pete's our CNC guy, our designer, our maker. and everything else that we're trying to achieve back here. We'll get to testing soon. Soon, but you know.
Catch up.
Yeah, 100%. We got T over here. T, what do you do here?
Hang out.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
I do most of the builds, the wiring, most of the engine stuff as well.
Yeah.
Look after the floor, look after all the kids. Yeah.
All the kids.
Yeah. Keep
Nice.
Anthony in line sometimes.
Yeah. T,
I'm talking about you.
he's talking about how he keeps you in line.
Yeah. Everyone keeps me in line.
What do we got over here?
These are rockers we've had for maybe...
Why are we doing this? Why did we get into the CNC side of things? Because like you could buy most of this stuff, right?
No, not right. We got into this side of stuff because I hate waiting. I'm impatient, I'm an angry person, and I hate waiting.
Really?
No, he would never tell. So, Peter, my son, loves cars. I didn't want him to do what I do. Like, I didn't want him to be a normal general mechanic. I didn't want him to build cars. I wanted him to be something like on top of something that's going to make his life easier later, you know? Same just like you. So I decided to get the CNCs and throw him in the deep, and then it's been, I think, two and a half years or something, and he's learned how to do most of it himself already. He does all the drawings himself.
He's doing it all himself. Come around here, if you have a look, you can see like what he's doing on the laptop. So you're doing all this on your own, yeah, Pete? You're designing it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Hey, what's the difference between these two machines though? So like, are they the same? Can they do the same thing?
One's a mill, one's a lathe. So this turns,
yeah.
One's a mill. So
Yeah.
anyway, we used to get these rockers made, and I had to wait for them, and people used to always muck us around. So I decided one day to just make everything ourselves. So he's only been here for 8-9 months now. We've just made replacement drive shafts, which would be good for like 400 horsepower, 1500 horsepower for GDRs. Single cam RB30 rockers ready to go.
These are all going to be like stress tested and everything, yeah?
Everything stress tested,
Heat treated.
abused, heat treated before we saw one single component.
What else have we made?
Trigger kits. We've got our trigger kits. Where's the
A whole bunch of shit, eh? Made some fucking shit here, yeah.
trigger kits? Engine mounts, solid bushes. Thanks to old mate Herman, I sent him my own one to get anodized, and he decided to put a couple of fucking dick pics on the back.
Oh, he told me about that. He goes to me, I love putting dick pics on ants.
He loves it. So this is our own trigger kit with PRP on the back of it.
Look at that.
Because he likes getting
Fucking Herman.
So
that's hectic.
So it's pretty cool.
So is all this stuff available yet or not? Or can they go buy it? Where can they get it from?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
So
we're a
you gotta
couple of
make
weeks away.
everything.
I'm gonna try every single part we make, because I don't believe that you make anything and sell it before it's been tested and assaulted. So we're putting everything onto a GDR weapon, which is Aaron Stubbs' car, which is a 6-second car at 208 mile an hour and a
690, yeah?
695, 207 mile, 1680 kilos. Not one piece of carbon in sight. So that's the best car to test everything on.
100%.
So we're gonna put on the dyno, put trigger on it, let it make 2200 horsepower, 3-4 hits, make sure it's good, no misfiring issues, and then it'll be ready for sale, you know? And as for the drive shaft, same thing. We're gonna put them in a manual car, because a manual car cops abuse.
Test it properly.
Testing properly, then if we don't break them, they'll be ready for sale. We break them, we'll go back to the drawing board.
Mad. And then this all will be available online, yeah?
Everything will be online.
There you go, man.
And it's not where you start, it's where you finish.
It's not where you start, it's where you finish.
True.
And at the moment, we're finishing.
We're getting there.
We're getting there slowly. All right, so we've got a few other cars in the shop, obviously. We've got the famous VL God.
The one and only.
It's a bit dusty at the moment.
It's a bit dirty.
Really hasn't
Thanks to
moved
the
for a
Mack34
while,
boys
but-
again for taking all my time on their cars.
Yeah,
But,
it's always my fault. Everything's my fault. No matter what you say, what you do, it's my fault.
This is a big manual car coming out.
What's this, a 33, yeah?
32.
32?
Yeah, this guy's name is Tufik. He's a top bloke. I love him.
What's this, roll racing car or drag
Raw
car?
racing car.
Oh, really?
So if it wants to go drag racing, maybe it's around a 7 in it. It'll be a 7-second car. Manual, sequential Albans, but it's a dedicated raw racing car. Again, every nut and bolt, have a look in here, zoom in, is brand new. Like everything.
Yeah, attention to detail's crazy.
It's crazy.
Hey, these are new, yeah?
There's a new that just came out. Yeah.
So what's the difference between these and the ones that we used to use before?
You just got an adjustment. You can adjust them.
It's adjustable, yeah?
That's all it is.
And it looks cool.
And look under the car. Like again, every nut, every bolt, the lines, the floor. Like if you're going to build a car, you build it right.
So this thing's coming to...
There's going to be a party. There's going to be a couple of cars.
It's coming to party.
We've got Ashraf's car going racing now.
Yeah, that's going to be sick.
GDR King staying here. It's not going to Queensland anymore.
Really?
It's going to be a racing car. King, R87, my car, Tufik's car, and then the Deathwish.
I'm the only idiot that's going drag racing.
Correct.
Alright, and then we got obviously the two most infamous cars out of the stable. These
World's first 6-second radio GDR, period, no stories, hashtag straight, hashtag whatever you want to call it. First car to run a 6, and the first car to run a 5. So
And
that's something that no one can ever take away from you.
100%.
They can do whatever they want, they can catch you, they can beat you, but cemented our name in history.
Yeah.
First 5 second RB in Australia.
And you closed the gap.
Yeah, we closed it pretty fast.
You know, we're stuck on an 80 for a while.
Obviously, we changed the combo, the gearbox and whatnot, and we got to head around it pretty fast, and it's only going to get faster. We don't stop, you don't stop, none of us stop. Jun don't stop, Rob don't stop, no one's stopping.
Nah, no one's stopping. No one's stopping.
And it's good because it pushes each other to go faster and faster.
Well, you
and
need that
faster.
competition. If you don't have it, like you're just going to get complacent.
You're going to get bored and go
you're
fishing.
just going to be like,
wouldn't that be a shame?
who does that? I don't know. You know anyone that does that? Nah, fuck.
So,
fishing. My mate loves fishing over here.
I love fishing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, well, let's go to number 2 and have a look at the real shit that's happening. And yeah, we'll show you what the progress is with Mack34. Yo! Come on, mate. We need ya over here, Chris. We sort of went a bit hard on this, a bit harder than what we thought we would. But yeah, this is Mack34, if you can't tell or if you haven't figured it out. This is the return of the Mack. So this is pretty much, we've had the cage done for a while now. Went to Moit's, got the cage put into it, and then it just sat for a while. And now we've decided to complete the fab work here. In-house. We got Chris, he's somewhere around here running around doing something, but he's a bit camera shy, just like everyone else. So you know what, by the time a few of these vlogs come out, everyone's going to be ready for cameras. They're going to come in, everyone's hair's done. And tell you what have we done? Like, what are we doing?
After the first Mack, we found some things that we could have improved on when we built the car. And now this time Murad said he wants to go a lot faster. Because when we first built Mack, his idea was a straight car that he wanted to go fast in, and then it turned into a drag car. Not a drag car, but a straight car that he wanted to race a lot. So then now he wants to build a dedicated drag car. So we have, obviously the cage was already done by Moit's, and now we have done a mid-plate and motor plate that PRP made us.
Like, what are we trying to achieve? What's the purpose of, like, obviously going in this direction?
Well, if you're going to build it, because obviously there's a big thing about street car. When you got cars with holes out of the bonnets and exhaust coming out of the bonnets, and
yeah, they're not really street cars anymore.
Street cars, you know what I mean? So if you're going to build a whole new car to save the world, you might as well fucking save the fucking world, you know what I mean?
100%.
Let's just go and do it once. So we've opted for the engine plate, one, because it just makes everything more steadier, and two, we can brace off that. And we've lowered the engine a bit, obviously, so because these cars do heaps of wheel stands and stuff. So we've just tried, instead of putting 30 or 40 or 50 kilos of weight in front of the car like we're doing on all our cars to make it work, we're going to try to make the engine and everything that we put in the car, instead of putting a weight on there. So we're just going to move all the weight to where it needs to be, put it on the scale, work out where it has to go, and start making everything work, you know?
So use the natural weight of the
weight.
car.
So instead of adding weight, you're going to use a turbo, the intercooler, everything where it should be to make the car not wheel stand like
without adding extra weight.
That's
When the weight's in the car, we're going to use it to our advantage.
So yeah,
to stop the car from wheeling.
So that's the plan.
Sort of like what we've done with the Veil.
Yeah,
and well, I don't know if anyone's ever done this, in a GDR.
I don't think anyone's stupid enough to do it.
I don't think so as well.
Thanks, man.
Put a titanium firewall.
Yeah,
because we can.
So we've gone a bit hard, and the plan is obviously to try and get the best result that we obviously can, and try new things. Like we've done things that haven't been done, and we're just gonna try new things and keep going until we figure it out. But I think the aim now is we want to just not sort of compete and trying to take out 34s. We want to try and
be the fastest
outright GDR, hopefully, and that's the plan. So
if we can get a lot enough and everything work how it should,
yeah,
I think it should be.
So what do we got left in Fab T? Like, how long do you reckon we got left?
A lot, man.
There's still a fair bit of work, We're still going to do the chassis rails in the car.
3-4 weeks minimum.
Really?
Yeah. We still got chassis rails.
Yesterday, we looked at all day, we put like 3 bars, 2 bars in it, 3 bars in it.
Yeah, 3 bars.
And today we'll make the other 3 bars.
The only ugly thing is, no one's ever done it before, so you have to make the chassis rails fit around the gearbox and make it removable so we can work on it. It's easy to access. I don't think no one's put a mid-plate in the GDR before.
Yeah, it's kind of a first, So we got a bit of fucking around to do to get everything to work and line up and make things right, but that's the plan.
We'll get it to it.
It's kind of crazy, man? Like, to think that
it's
kind of crazy. To think that we've gone this hard in such a short period of time. Like, it's been a year.
We just started in the car.
Yeah, since we crashed. Well, yeah, that's right.
Car's been here for 2 weeks.
Well, if you think about it, since we took Mack out and ran the 7 and crashed it, it's been a year. And in a year, we've gone from that to this. That was a full straight car, almost.
That was everything.
You could classify that as close to a straight car as you could.
It had everything. It had amp,
stereo, electric windows, electric mirrors. Everything in the car was functional. So this is going to be a completely different car. All right, so talk us through it, T. What have we done? So obviously, this subframe here is not going to stay. So this is going to be all custom here.
Yeah, so what we did is now the motor's lower.
Yep.
Obviously, the front diff and everything's not going to fit anymore. So we mounted the engine first, and then we'll take the subframe out, bolt the sump up, and then make a cradle around it.
Yep.
to fit. So it'll all be chromoly front end in the car. All custom arms, A-arms, everything will all be custom to fit obviously for a bigger tyre,
Yep.
for racing.
So the aims to get obviously a 275 under here.
We've got a 275.
And then we've got all the custom components, arms, suspensions kind of stuff.
All the, like you said before, the aftermarket arms and stuff, we will use those.
Yep.
And back here we have the motor plate all mounted.
You can see here how it's going to look almost, you know, obviously everything's connecting into each other. And then you've got the twin rail setup that's going to be coming up the top. I don't think, has anyone ever done a twin rail in a GTR?
No.
I haven't seen
one.
one.
Stupid enough. To be honest.
I keep getting called all these names, man.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta try different things sometimes.
100%, 100%.
That's what we're doing here.
If you wanna compete at that level,
all the floor's gonna, like all this gearbox tunnel section's gonna get cut out.
Yeah.
And we're gonna custom make a new tunnel for it.
Yeah. So pretty much from the rear to the front, the car's gonna be
It has new chassis rails in it.
connected.
basically.
Yeah. It's all one.
Braced in.
It's all gonna be one. Yeah.
If you look back here, we have made a custom subframe for the car, and we have loaded that into the car now. And the chassis rails have connected to the subframe, so nothing can move around.
Yeah. So this whole cradle is obviously custom with all the factory mounting arms, but we've got adjustments on them, obviously.
Adjustments on it, so we can play around with it if we have to.
This is Herman's new 8.8 35 spline.
35 spline, yeah, the new one. We put that to good work.
Big gun, solid mounts. You can see what we're trying to achieve. So pretty much in its raw form at the moment, this is where we're at. And we'll just keep sort of notching away. I think once the chassis work's done and we get to fab, that's when it'll sort of start.
That's when you start seeing stuff fly into the car.
It'll start speeding up from there.
At the moment, we can't put nothing in the car until he does all the chassis work in the car. And then once that's all done, we can start putting manifolds on, turbo, mount turbo, dry sum.
It starts to look a bit more like a
Yeah,
car.
it starts looking like more of a complete car. Now it looks like a bare shell.
But it's just fucking crazy to see something like this in a GTR, man. And this was a neat car.
It was, once upon a time.
It was a fucking neat car.
I drove it in here, it was very
Remember?
nice. People die for a car like this.
We're making it so you don't die in a car like this.
Yeah, true.
So we're going to have obviously a big can in it like this. That's the whole point of the mid plate.
Yep.
So whole different setup, something new again.
Something different
Yeah,
again
very
than your normal cast RB bill housing.
Big boy toy now.
Yeah,
Big boy
losing your feet.
Yeah, badly. What's this? Is this Death Wish?
It is Death Wish. Yeah, too many rev dumps on the start line. The RCN took a beating. All the bushes were flogged out. All the bolts in the back.
Hey, this thing was fun, man.
All the bolts in the back had seen better days. So I decided to pull the whole rear end out of it and just go over it all. Make it 100%, brace it a bit.
You can put a cradle in it?
Oh, I'm bracing the one that's in it.
Yeah.
Never had an issue with it. Just replacing everything in it because everything is a bit rough on the gear. If you look inside the car, he pulls the shifter that hard, he ripped the floor out. So we had to replace the tunnel because he's a very good driver. Nah, he's a good driver.
He is. He drove the wheels off that. This thing going down the track looks sick.
This is Anthony's favourite car to race at a racetrack.
Yeah, it's going down the track. It's sick. You know what? Actually, let's put a video in here. Alright, so there you have it. There's a little tour of the Matuk's workshop and the builds in progress there and what's happening and what's coming out, and obviously a bit of a detailed description of what's going on with Mack34. We'll keep you guys updated with information and progress videos and vlogs as it happens, and take you on the journey with us. So I hope you enjoy, and hit the subscribe button down the bottom, and so we can keep this happening for you. Thanks.